Buenos dias. Mi nombre es Giancarlo Rafael Castillo, and welcome back to the CP Show, where we meet people from all over the world, so basically not Americans. Today we have guests all the way from Africa, Venezuela, and Brazil. Our first guest is from Venezuela, so here's a video showing off just a little bit about Venezuela.
Me gusta tu vestido.
Dime más.
Tus manos parecen muy suaves.
¡Dime más!
Tu pelo es perfecto para la forma de tu cara.
¡Dime más!
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Wow, now wasn't that just beautiful? I loved every second of that. Sarah has lived in Venezuela her entire life, but is now living in Lynchburg, Virginia. Sarah, thank you so much for being here. So firstly, Sarah, you're from Venezuela.
Yes, I am.
Which is far away from the U.S. My only question to you would be, how did you get here? So was it, you take an Uber, a Lyft, a donkey? What was the mode of transportation?
You know, there's an ocean between North America and South America, so there's really not a way for me to take a donkey to the U.S. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Oh, there's no trail?
No.
Oh.
So, you know, like an airplane, that's what, you know, I have to,
Oh,
you know,
okay. I am
yeah.
so
So I had to fly in.
Fly, okay.
Yeah.
So what was
yeah.
that flight like?
It was a long flight. I had to, basically the whole morning I flew, and then I had to drive from one city in the United States. I landed in Miami, and then I had to drive from Miami to Richmond, which is where I originally lived.
Okay,
Yeah.
So I noticed that you're from Venezuela, but you speak very good English. How did you learn English? Did you learn it in school? What was that process like?
You know, like you said, we have schools. And
school.
so how in America you have like Spanish and you have German, so in Venezuela we also learn other languages. It's not like, you know.
Oh, so you didn't just come here and learn English?
No.
You came here knowing English?
Well, no, actually we learned a little bit of English, but then, you know, we have this program called ESL. So you have different levels.
ESL.
Yeah, so
that's
English
how you
as a
learn
second
English.
language.
English
Yes.
as a second language. Good.
Yeah.
All right, so with millions of people watching, what do you think about, what do you want to say to everyone in the crowd?
Well, this is what I want to say to the people. I want to say, hola familia, los extraño mucho, los amo.
I don't really know
ya
what
me quiero ir de
she's,
aquí porque esta gente me
saying.
está volviendo como muy loca, no sé.
I don't really know
ya
what she's saying,
no quiero,
but,
no quiero.
we're going to be moving on to our next guest. We'll see you
ciao.
guys in a little bit.
Only the most broken people can be great leaders.
His people did not call him general or king. They called him Kukul Khan, the feather serpent god. Killing him will risk eternal war.
He's coming for the surface world.
We know what you whisper. They have lost their protector. Now
them who we are.
And welcome back to the CP Show. I just love that movie. Here with me, we have Jay, who is actually from Africa. Thank you so much for being here, Jay.
Thank you, sir, for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Africa is just such a beautiful country. You know, what's the best thing about living?
Charlie, first of all, Africa is a continent. I am from Ghana. Ghana is a country within Africa. You see, it's the country within the continent,
Okay, so you're from the city of Ghana. So talk to me about the city of Ghana.
I found out. Look, it is the country of Ghana.
Oh,
I see. I can't even speak. The continent is Africa. Ghana is in the country.
Africa. Ghana, the city, or the country. The country.
The country.
Perfect. Okay. So what's your favorite thing about Ghana?
Ghana is just such a beautiful city. Got many beautiful. See, I said city. See, you messed me up. It's a beautiful country. Has so many beautiful things. So many beautiful sights. Beautiful women with big booty. I mean Bible. And it's a great, just environment. Great. Yeah.
So I noticed you have an accent. So what's your?
Who accent?
Your accent.
Who accent? Okay. Charlie, you have the accent.
Okay.
My friend, if you don't get out my face with that garbage,
No,
I'm fun now, guy.
All right. Well,
hey.
Well, I would love to have heard a little bit more about your story in Africa, but you know, we have a little bit of a show to do, and so I just want to talk a little bit briefly about The Lion King, Black Panther.
What would be that? What would I know? It's American.
Oh, American.
It's American movies about Africa.
Okay, gotcha.
But many beautiful shows. Nollywood is one included.
Well, I would love to hear more. I would love to hear more. But thank you for being here. We got more of this show to do. So thank you so much, Jay. Pleasure to have you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Hey.
General Motors is going electric, and Netflix is joining in by including more EVs in their movies and shows. It's the least they can do.
So if you're gonna get swarmed by an army of the dead, why not get swarmed in an EV?
No! I said no biting! Or if you're being voluntarily kidnapped, why not be kidnapped in an EV? What's that scent? Is it pine?
Now, should they add EVs everywhere?
They shan't. They shan't. Is it shallant or shan't?
It's neither.
What about here, Erica?
You're ruining the show, you idiot.
What do you mean? It's me, Dusty.
You're not.
Yeah, you're right. This is ridiculous.
Tammy, wait!
Later, loser.
But anywhere else, it makes sense.
There goes another runner.
Brad was so much better for you. You should have gone with Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Are you serious?
Why not make more of those cars electric?
It's the least they can do. Gordon, you kill me. I mean, you literally did kill me. You know what? I'm glad you bit me too.
For our last segment, we have a very special guest from Brazil. He is a 3 times Grammy nominated and has a guest appearance in the latest season of Ted Lasso. Here we have to introduce Bruno! Thank you so much for being here, Bruno. What an entrance was that? I mean, you are a natural celebrity. It's just organic. So, you're from Brazil. So, Brazilians, Brazilian, right? Is that the language that you speak?
No, we speak Portuguese in Brazil.
Oh,
Portuguese.
Brazilian?
No, it's no such thing. No.
Okay, gotcha.
Portuguese, yeah.
So Portuguese. So I think that you're going to teach me a little bit about Portuguese today. Is that?
Of course, yeah.
All right. So what are?
Well, brought few cards here. Okay. I'm going to teach you a couple of words and see if you can pronounce them and guess the correct answer. All right. So first word is going to be beijinho. Beijinho. No, so I'm going to give you 3 choices, A, B, C, and you're going to guess which was the correct answer, all right? A, sweet candy. B, an autistic cat. C, a tooth fairy. Beijinho.
And the second option, you said what?
A tooth fairy.
A tooth.
Yeah.
So tooth fairy.
Beijinho.
Autistic cat.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And sweet candy.
Beijinho. It sounds kind of like a chocolate. Right?
I don't know. You told me.
Okay. I
You
think
gotta
it's
guess.
sweet candy.
You think so?
Yeah.
Actually, you're correct. So let's move on. You're good. I like you.
Brazilian, but I guess
Hey, you're doing good.
Good.
Next word is going to be esquecer.
Esquecer.
Esquecer. Yeah. I'll give you the 3 answer choices. A, to forget. B, escaping from your mom. C, a French word.
Okay, French word. Escasser.
Escasser.
I'm gonna go with escasser. Escasser. Second option?
You tell me. You're gonna go with the second option?
I think so.
Escaping from your mom?
Yeah.
All right, that was incorrect. Yeah, it's actually to forget.
To forget.
Yeah.
So I escasser.
Yeah, you just forget, like to forget. Next one is gonna be, it's okay. Next one is gonna be caballero.
Caballero. Oh, that's a nice word. Give me some context for that word.
All right. 3 options. A, Batman. B, hairdresser. And C, a horse. Tough one.
Well, caballo, Spanish horse. So
Spanish and Portuguese are different. Similar but different in some contexts.
maybe we should go with the third option. So
Third
horse.
option, horse. That is incorrect. It's actually a hairdresser.
Okay, so hairdresser.
That's all I have for you. So
Well, thank you. Well, thank you so much for the demonstration. We would love for you to tune in longer. More than that, we actually do want to talk just a little bit about your heritage because we don't have all that time left. So we just want you to briefly speak about your experience in Brazil and how you learned Portuguese and kind of your upbringing and how that's translated into your musical talent because you're 3 times nominated Grammy.
of course, yeah. So I grew up in Brazil.
Okay.
Born there in Sao Paulo.
Okay, Sao
Then I moved to California.
Okay.
Spent my teenage years there and started in the music industry. Did a couple writings and stuff, and then I got into contact with a music artist, and we just got in the industry, and that's where everything just grew from.
Bruno.
So
Thank you so much for coming. Thank
of
you
course, thank you for having me.
for just sharing a little bit about what you do. And it's just been such a pleasure. I mean, you are a Grammy nominated artist. You know a lot of Portuguese.
I do.
You've been a musical person for a long time now.
Yes.
And just your story has been fantastic. I mean, it's really been inspiring how you can come from Brazil, establish a musical career, and now be such a fantastic artist. Talk to me about, did you have a history with music, or did you get into that now being in the States? Talk to me a little bit about that trajectory.
It kind of just transpired in Brazil.
Okay.
I kind of grew up in the barrio, so it's like I suffered a lot, and I think that music just helped me just, to get out of that, dark atmosphere. So
Okay. All right. So the dark atmosphere. So that kind of it comes from a traumatic experience. Talk to me about how you've been able to use music as an outlet to vocalize some of that and then help other people who might be going through similar experiences.
Oh, yes, of course. I feel like music is a sentiment, and I think it comes with a feeling. So I think all that suffering and pain, I can transmit it into a poem and make it into a music and just help others just come out of the darkness. And
wow. Well, thank you so much, Bruno. Again, you've just been such a model and inspiration for us all as you're tuning in, that you can come from traumatic backgrounds but still overcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.